Okay, hiya. It is the 1st of November. I survived Halloween. Um, Not that I wouldn't survive it. That sounded weird. Yeah, I wasn't going to hurt myself or anything like that. It was just a sad day. But um, I guess I'm going to start off with the fact that I woke up in the middle of the night and yeah, uh, I struggle to sleep at night. But for a good reason. I think. I think it's a good reason. Um, yeah, it is a good reason. I think, in my opinion, um, I wasn't able to go to sleep until like from 3 to 7. Um, just because, just like I was wide awake. Um, but then woke up at 9. Um, and went to meet one of the chemistry technicians. She told me about the experiments that I will be running. I asked her about the experiments that I want to run, and she was very helpful. And yeah, so that's sorted out, and I have gotten started on my project again. So it's very good news. Um, I'm really happy about that. Apparently, there's going to be another person that wants to do one of the experiments that I'm doing, which might, clash. But hopefully it won't be an issue. Apparently there'll be a schedule, so hopefully I'm able to get my stuff done and yeah, get the results. Um, Another big thing. Um, I had sauerkraut. It's not a big thing to you, um, but um, the diet I've had here in Lancaster. Well, I guess I revealed where I am. Um, the diet I've had here is not the greatest. Um, because I'm in the guest accommodation and um, the kitchen is in a really bad state. Um, yeah, actually I want to talk about that. So when I came here um, to the accommodation I first got put in, I wanted to use the toilet, and I opened the toilet and it's brown. um, yeah, it's not a nice thing to see. Um, it was very grim, very gross. And I don't like complaining to, like, you know, uh, like the reception or management or whatever. But obviously, like, I wanted to poop, um, but I couldn't. Hence, I went and I was like, yeah, the toilet's not looking the best to say the least. And she's like, oh, okay, don't worry, I don't want to see it. I'll swap you around. And then I came here, and the accommodation is dry, um, but at least I've got a toilet. At least, well, yeah, I have a clean toilet. There's a bit of mold in the shower, but the kitchen is like a trap house. Um, the dishes, they've been there. They look like they've been there for like a month. Um, and the fridge is clean, but the freezer is like 1960s or something. Like, it's incredible. I paid a ridiculous amount for this hotel as well because I wasn't able to land any accommodation. Whatever. But yes, I had sauerkraut. Finally, to my conversation, I had sauerkraut because I like sauerkraut, and yeah, I like. Finally had some veggies in, and today I also bought bananas, um, and some fiber cereal because I want to get my fiber up. Um, I still haven't been eating much. I tried to eat more today actually. I tried to go to a Chinese takeaway place that I really like, um, but they were like, oh, 90-minute wait time. And I was like, "Oh, no, thank you." So I ended up going home and had some toast. I like toast. Like, I don't know why I'm craving toast recently. But yeah, what else is there? Um, yeah. Oh, when I got back from my lab, because I wasn't able to do any of the other experiments, um, I did some research, and when I was on YouTube, I got distracted by a video about Absolute Batman, and it's like a alternate universe in the DC comics. It's just really fucking dope. Um, the Batman is like a lot more brutal, and he doesn't come from like a high class family, and it's obviously it's a very similar story, but it's different, and it's just really fucking cool. He had like a spoiler alert, I guess. He had a battle axe with like a bat shaped. Um, I don't know what the end is actually, but I have to search it up. But the metal bit at the end of the axe, like here, is it was a bat shape, and his wings he can like move about on the wings, like the kind of like actual bat wings, or if you don't know, like imagine like Doctor Octopus, kind of reminds me for some reason, but yeah. So that was cool. Um, and then what else did I do? And then I went to the lab again to do another experiment. Because they take about 3 hours per experiment, so like I just leave it in, set it up for a few minutes, and then wait and then analyze it and whatnot. Um, but yeah. Then I waited for my friend. I met him. He was actually the first person I met on campus. We met in a maths lecture, and we both did BTEC. And Lancaster is a very good university. And we managed to get into the university with a BTEC. And in the maths lecture, we were doing logarithms, and we've never seen logarithms before, but everybody else, well, majority of the people have, because in A levels you cover that stuff. But I can hear some stuff outside. Sorry, but yeah, after I've done, yeah, so the guy's like, oh, I'll give you 60 seconds to get this question down. So we literally just write it down, and literally we both managed to write down the question. And he's like, oh, that should be about enough time to have solved the question. Does anybody have any answers? And then like the whole lecture room of about 200 people, majority of the people put their hand up, and I look at him like we were bugged. We both looked at, like, slowly looked, like it was something out of a movie. Like we slowly look at each other and we're like, we're fucked. And I remember after that lecture going back to my room, and it's just like to my kitchen, and like one of my flatmates, she walked in and she's like, what's happening? And I was just in fear. But I got the degree, so hey, it worked out for the best. But yeah, I saw him. He's going on a date tomorrow. Happy for him. I feel like he's quite nervous about it. But he's smart about it. I think he's very, very smart, very interesting. So best of luck to him tomorrow. And so we went bouldering, and that's when he started telling me about this. And whilst we were talking, a little kid, like about a few months old, was just walking about, and we were like looking at him, and the kid just came up and like tapped me on my tattoo. And the dad was like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. We're like, no worries. And he left, and we kept talking. And then the dad was coming back around with the kid and the mum, and they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, like whenever he sees something he likes, he just wants to touch it, and they were like just chatty. And I was like, oh, no worries. It's honestly okay. It was funny, and I actually take it as a compliment. And yeah, so I don't know if like, obviously kids are like no filter, and if they say they see and he likes it, then obviously it's a compliment. So yeah. Um, Let me check my notes real quick. Um, that's actually it for today. Um, is it a short one? How long? Oh, it's around the rough time. Around the same time as usually. Um, but yeah. Um, Tomorrow's an exciting day as well. Um, Looking forward to talking about tomorrow. And yeah, see you guys later.